I think this is Madonna, isn't it? You got no pain. Alright, Ed, I just replied to your story about losing your marbles in Belgium. Can you hear me okay? This music's a bit loud. Good song, this one. Ed, can you hear me okay? Hello, Nights. Okay, good. Yeah, the hub, yeah. Sakai. Just went into the job centre. Like this fucking job that we want teachers, 2,500 yen, 2,500 yen a year. 1 hour plus every day. And so I said to the woman, can you ask them if they want one now? Fucking end of conversation. The cunts, they just collect fucking resumes. Then when they need a teacher, they give you a fucking call. Fucking cunts! I fucking hate cunts like that. Shut up, you cunt, fucking Iwama. I did it once many years ago. A friend of my wife's boyfriend. I get there and he says, this cunt who's fucking hungover put some fucking sunglasses in the interview. And he goes, when is the job? He goes, well, we're just getting resumes, and then we give you a call in a fucking month. Rushing to meet this fucking wanker, I lost my fucking wallet. That's why I hate the fucking bastards. Wasting fucking people's times. Did you get the job or? Yeah, I should start, yeah. I need to start doing some hookups in town, meetups. My mate does it, he hasn't even, he's got someone else's fucking photograph on there. So I took a young girl out today. Very sweet. A Buddhist. Do you do any teaching online, Ed? Oh, he just stood on his fucking toe. Then I went for another one. It was working at a tyre factory, I thought, and he was selling fucking tyres. Up to San Diego, man, but you needed a driving license. I know a couple of kids that do that. Like it's San Man. Yeah, you know, you remember, what's his name? Jay from that port that got bombed. He does it, but that particular school wants J-Vlog, I think his name is. Yeah, they want a TEFL certificate. But I suppose if it's online, you could get it forged, couldn't you? And he's teaching Chinese, so he has got the finger on the pulse of what's happening in China. I don't think that was a good idea, keeping all those fucking people on that ship. I'm thinking of getting a tattoo here saying I'm not a Jew, but I am a cunt, if that helps. I was watching Bill, what's his name, from Boston, Bill Burr, is it Bill Burr? And this thing, all these fucking wankers that like make one complaint, they've got 30 fucking. I think it's the newspapers that are responsible, or Redditors are cunts, and they just take it and put it on the fucking Reddit as though it's like fucking gospel. Someone says something, whether it be a black person, a white person, whether it be gay or not gay, whether it be a Jew or non-Jew, he'll say something. One or two cunts don't like it. And the rest of the fucking world don't give a fucking fuck. They couldn't care less, because everybody makes mistakes when they're saying stuff. And sometimes they might regret it. But the thing is, you don't deserve to lose your fucking job or your livelihood just because some fucking cunt with 30 followers. Yeah, Bill Burton, I think Whitney Cummings, gorgeous, she's a stand-up, beautiful. Nice tits. She's got a blog, and she's getting all the comics to come onto her blog, as well as her face. Yeah, it's first time I've seen it today. I watched it with David Spade, and David Spade's funny. And then I noticed that he was on it. But when they're about, so that I could watch them while I'm doing something else. They're about 1 hour, 90 minutes long, these vlogs. No, but I definitely believe that the majority, when people tweet, not when they tweet something, but when they make a comment on someone or something, and it's a nasty comment. I think they're just going through a bit of a bad time, you know, and they're just taking out their anger. Well, that's the case with me, anyway. Fuck me, this cunts at the next table sound educated. I watched that last night, on Netflix, The King. King Henry V. Fucking good film. When I watch these historical films, I also like to check up the history with it. Yeah, it's that young new actor from New York, Chalamet. He's like he's a bilingual French and English speaker. She's in it as well, Johnny Depp's daughter. I just wonder, like when I was in Judge Dredd, my brothers went to the movies to watch it, and they watched all the title, my name. But I just wonder if, like, you know, if your child is like, if your child is a well-known actor, makes a lot of films, and I just wonder if their mums and their brothers and sisters go to every film to watch them. I like that Saoirse Ronan. I think she made a film when she was like 13 years old. I want to see it. I think she's an assassin, I think. She's quite lovely, to be sure. Do you know Rambo, that film? Sylvester, how long ago was that? Fucking 30 years ago. Sylvester Stallone. Can you imagine that? $5 million just for lighting up a cigarette in that film. My local team, they're sixth in the Premier League in England. I think they've got a new fucking, as all these teams have, they've got like a new investor. I don't know because you get. Well, they said that Matt Damon lost $200 million for not going in the what's it, Avatar. He turned it down, and he would have got $200 million. Alex Guinness, Star Wars, he got 3% of the take. Jack Nicholson got 1% of the take, and and Jack Nicholson told Danny DeVito to ask for 1%, and by then it was like fucking no way. When Danny DeVito played the Penguin, and they just went no. So only Jack Nicholson got a share of that. Hello, Onigiri. I must say you're very original. So I've been asking about kitchen jobs, but I can't do a kitchen job because of this. One giri, one gaishimasu. You ever noticed when some of these places they put the minuscule amount of fucking of filling in? You know, if it's a shake, a little bit of fucking salmon in. All right, geek. There was a Ed. Yesterday, geek. You know, there was a fucking. I went to Gusto yesterday morning. Believe it or not, the soup was actually okay. They fucking cut up daikon. They put daikon in the egg soup, and it was fucking really good. Really, really good. So just one small change. The cheapest soup in the world becomes fucking edible. Yeah, Gusto's was good. The girl I took to lunch today, she used to work at Gusto's, but she stopped. I'm 22 years old. I'm going to graduate next month. But she told me 2 days after I asked her that she got a boyfriend. Ed, do you know what hashioki is? Hashioki. Yeah, she has boyfriend 6 years. First boyfriend and last at it. Taki. It's 2:53 in the really in the morning. Everybody fucking can't get to sleep. Iwama is fucking dead, you numbskull. Get it into your fucking brain. Iwama is... Brown bread, dead. Yes. I don't know if you've seen the English League, Premier League, but the Liverpool, they fucking won 25 games out of 26, which I would have thought was a fucking record of some kind. Tatanka. I remember. Do you remember that Tatanka from the? That was from Dances of Wolves. The Wanaka is is a town in New Zealand, ski town. Another fucking storm. It's weird. There's another storm coming. The last one is flooding all over the place. It looks really, really fucking bad. I must admit, I've been very lucky in the way of floods and earthquakes. Never had a serious problem with any of them. Really, my heart goes out to anyone that's caught in a fucking flood or a landslide, apart from my brother, the cunt. Did you meet up with him? Why don't you go over there, you cunt, and help him with that thing? Sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. Two cunts have just turned up with fucking beards, but the brown beards, not fucking patch on mine. I hope this cunt's wallet falls out of his jacket. I'm going to grab it. Is asphalting in Japan, you mean the quality of the work? Are you a fucking jippo, Jason? Well, with me, it's just my brothers. I only ever did that one day. We got 10,000 in for a few hours, but I burnt my fucking foot off. I couldn't walk for 3 or 4 days. Got a massive water blister on one of my feet because the cunt didn't have any proper footwear for us. Those people who do that job, if they're fucking laying it out and they're moving it with the shovels and the boards, they deserve every fucking penny they get. Well, surely they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you what the contract is. But you still need to know the logistics, don't you? Where you're going to get the asphalt from, and renting of vehicles. What are you going to end up doing? For example, will you just be laying it as labourers or workers, and will they be providing all the machinery and all the logistics? I don't know. I can find out what. Well, you just need to know they're providing all the, the equipment. It depends on what you're going to do, mate. If you're just laying it and working as like, I won't say like labourers, but you know what I mean. If you're working in your job, your profession, your trade, and you're laying it, you just got to find out how much you're getting a day. Oh, that's going to be a fucking pain in the arse, isn't it, man? If you've got to find out all about the machinery, and you're getting you're going to need to get an advisor who knows that shit. It doesn't sound like a fucking good deal to me, mate. Off the top of my head, I've only had one drink, but there's fucking tons of hire companies, but not many ask for fucking asphalt. I guess I'm recognised as the fucking black sheep or the fucking. I don't make the guy that employed me. I know him, a friend of a friend. He says we need 2 workers quick. So I called this Pakistani lad that worked for me. We went there, 10,000 for 5 hours. And the 2 of the guys that were doing it were from Brazil. The subcontractor was from Brazil. And they probably asked him because someone else fucked up or they just charged too much. Now, the asphalts, mate, they're just usually massive companies. Massive companies, lots of guys. If they want to send for you from England, they probably just want to fucking cut corners and cut costs and think we can get these guys in and we'll fucking save some money or make some money. This is my guess. You've also got to think on when you're going to be doing the work, because it's fucking 36 degrees. It's over 105 degrees. You don't want to be fucking doing that in summer. Yeah, that's installing the solar heating in fucking summer. Said it was fucking awful job. Yeah, but they started really early, didn't they? Yeah, that's another thing you want to consider. You don't know what's fucking happening at the moment. Jason, if I were you, mate, I'd fucking forget about it because you don't know how much it's going to where to get the machinery, how much it's going to cost. You've got language problems. It's hang on, I'm just going to get a drink.
The fuck is that noise?
Yeah, but you can't use your Google Translation when you're trying to negotiate with people, Jason.
This is kind of how I envision it. There were two people. Actually, then the second person is like, so I have three questions. Like, no, you have one question. We only have that First he was like, because he knew Jonathan and I was he was like, you guys are everyone else. Didn't you? I was like, no, he didn't. I said, but I was still drinking when Jonathan was like, Jonathan, I said, he's like, yes, we'll drink Jonathan.
No, you would need to open a bank account, mate, probably. Hello, Hamid. I met a Chinese guy and he had great pleasure telling me that his Japanese was a lot better than mine. And they were laying this car park out and it was 5 million yen and the square footage would have been something like I guess 70 meters by, so let's say 10 meters, 700 square meters. That it was a 5 million yen job. No, for the Jason, unless Jason, I don't know if you're pulling my piss, mate, but you wouldn't be able to fucking, unless you came up with a crew and you were just laying the fucking tarmac. Or, for example, they could fucking, if they hired the machinery to you, did it that way, and you just provided the labour. I think getting those kind of workers, like I say, it's one of the worst jobs that I ever did, and I've done like nearly 30 jobs. Worked out coal mines, broke up fucking gobble off of bricks, worked for. So if his name was Takeo Shita, it would be take zero shit. Cook County Hospital. I couldn't do anything like that, man. Just haven't got the experience. I'm not in Tokyo, nowhere near Tokyo. I wouldn't know where to start. Who are the people that want you to work for them? Are they Japanese, or the Korean, or the Chinese? Do you know that much? How did they contact you? Go Chicago. Did you check out the Japanese company online? For example, how big was the company? What was their capital? How many people did they have working for them? Personally, if I thought of something like that, I would just like go over with a gang. I'm in the gang. Go over, do some work for them, and see how it goes from there. But you couldn't afford to fuck. How much do people get for laying tarmac in England? Fucking. Did they say what area of Japan you would be working? Well, I guess now though, because of the strength of the pound, if you could come over here and get a good contract, it could be well worth it. Because it's 30% off its. The pound used to be 200 yen. The pound was used to be worth. So it's a third of its value, its traditional value. What is their problem in any way? Are they struggling to get people to do the work? If you were working behind a bar and the barmaid went like that, it's like the wife in the kitchen. How difficult would it be to resist going up and grabbing hold of her tits? Yeah, I don't know how much it would be over here. I can try and find out for you. But the thing, prices are totally different. Is that when you say £30 a metre? Is that just for labour? Well, what I said before, I said 70 metres by 10. That's 700. That's 700 square metres. Desho. 20. So that sounds cheap compared to Japan. Like I said, that place was like it cost £5 million. What is that saying? Can someone do me a calculation? 5 million. 5 million divided by 700. Look, here's what you do. Get a down payment of like 200 million yen and then don't go and then give me 10%. It'll cost you a fortune to send fucking... to send I haven't got a pen. I even forgot what a fucking asher meant. What did it say? 5 million. That's 7,000 yen a square meter. But for you to hire the machines, you would need to have an established company over here. These are fucking expensive machines. They're not just going to fucking rent them to someone that walks in the door. You would have to need a registered company, a Yugen Geisha. Yeah, so that's a similar figure, 7,000 yen. Well, now it's 14, it's 140, 35, so that would be like 50 quid a metre, what I'm guessing. Yeah. But the thing is, Jason, you can't rent the machinery, mate. You've got to have a proper company. People are not going to rent land to you. So I would suggest like coming over here on a short contract where you work for those people. You work for them as well, I won't say labourers, but you know what I mean, because you're experienced people. So you work for those people and then take it from there. But actually, if you get a decent wage here, that is going to translate into good pounds back home. Okay, so that's your pro. Okay. Well, they got to spend it some days. But you got to check this shit out before you come, or before you do anything. No, I don't. No, you can't. Because you need to make a company in Japan as well. But like I said, Jason, you're best off like coming over as a gang, doing some work for them. And if you can work cheaper and better than a Japanese crew, the minimum amount it's going to be for that is like 15,000 yen a day, which is like 100 quid a day. And that's just for one of the lads. So it's not like it's not for like a foreman or anything like that. So the foreman or the boss would be making, of course, a lot more money than that. I know that a JCB to rent a JCB is like 70,000 yen a day, maybe even more. Yeah, not good to hear that things are slowing down. Jason, Jason, it depends where you are, mate. If you're local, I can. Nevada copper mines, fucking hell, what's that like? But they're like open cast, aren't they, the copper mines? Yeah. We were doing those tarmac jobs, we can get some kind of information from him. But I wouldn't even dream of bringing machinery over here.
Joe gave us the station. We took
What was the gist of when they got in touch with you? What was the gist of their letter, their email? For example, did they say size of contracts? Would it be motorways or would it be car parks? There used to be a lot of work on what they used to like rip down. They used to build a fucking convenience store. 1 or 2 years later, rip it down, fucking dig up all the car park, then they fucking surface it. But now they're starting. That work's reduced because they're like turning the convenience stores into other businesses. So if you've got a basic roller, then you can just, well, I guess if you ship something like that, if you ship like a basic roller, maybe that could work. No, but like I said before, what was the gist of the email? What kind of work would you be doing? Would you be doing like fucking car parks? Yeah, like I said, you might get away. So you wouldn't need the big machines that they put a fucking truckload of fucking, put 2 or 3 ton in and then it just fucking lays it like roads. So you'd probably, like I said, get away with, like, you could bring like rollers over, yeah? Just ship over a container. Put a few rollers in and some bits and bats. Well, let's put it this way. That kind of work your average Japanese does not want to fucking do. And neither do I. Yeah, they've got a thing over here, Jason. It's called 3K work, and it's what's it now? Kitanai, which is dirty. Kiken, which is dangerous. What's the third one, Ed? Are you still there? Yeah, like it's maybe in England there's a lot of people who do it, but in Japan they work for the councils or the big contractors. And the guy that asked me to work for him. He just got asked because he could do it cheaper than fucking Japanese. Was that for the tarmac job? Did I film that? Did I make a video on that? Yeah, like I say, well, in cases like that, you give them a price for the job. I can try and find out what people normally get for that. And like I say, you give them a price for the job, and of course, if that's it, and if you can do it in a shorter time than what other people can do it, then I guess that's when it's going to be a better earner. But like I said, the best thing, Jason, is this is the right time for you to do that kind of work because it pays well, and the fucking pound is shit. And probably get away without paying any fucking tax, so just fuck off back. And tell them you don't want to. They have like a withholding tax here, 20%. And just tell them you won't fucking, you don't want to do that. And some companies do try to, even English teachers, they try to rip you off with that. Just gonna get a drink. Well, if you're going to come over, make sure you keep in touch. I might be going over to England soon myself, and anyway. I actually, those two fucking, those. And the coronavirus that is because they stole my fucking machinery, the cunts. Yeah, Keith, you know, that's what I was just going to ask a question now. I don't, can you go into those mines? In New Zealand, they still mine commercially. And you can go into the rivers and you 1 meter, and it's like a pump machine, and you can pump into the fucking beds on the rivers, and you can, they'll allow that. Definitely panning, you can pan for gold, but also like small machinery, they will let you do that. Did you find anything, Geek? See, that's another thing, Jason. How are you going to get into the country with a for a work permit? Did you find any gold?
Right now, national polling. Bernie has 31%.
There was an old guy once, an old prospector, and he figured out.
Basically, the first delegate count is based on all of these, like Iowa, New Hampshire, whatever. It doesn't have more than 50%.
If you can send me an email, if you can send me that email that they sent you, let me have a look at that email. And if they sent it in Japanese and an English translation, just send everything to me. This, you can find my email on this site, our Gary contact. I can give you now, it's myenzo@yahoo.com. So are you fucking rich, Geek, and you're not fucking sending me any money? Well, no, you get a work permit by someone offering you a contract, and that contract has got to be worth a certain amount of money. You better not say, and I squandered the rest.
It would be smart to have Bernie, like, he has better foreign policy ideas. No, not true. He's younger.
Yeah, Jason, I don't know how it works with companies, mate, because this is what you're talking about. And usually when it's like that with companies, you've got to be like providing some kind of thing where Japanese people can't do it, or there's a shortage. What do you mean? What did you show them? A lump of gold? Or did? Well, the hotels are good, but it just depends what you want to fucking buy, mate. For example, the cheapest hotel you can get nowadays is about 6,000 yen. That's a small room. You can get cheaper places. They're called like capsule hotels for about 4,000 yen. But you might as well go in the cheap hotels for 6,000. And most of these hotels will be fucking empty at the moment because of the coronavirus. I spoke to someone tonight, an English guy. He messaged me. He's not coming out now because of the coronavirus. He's avoiding coming out of the house. And I'm sure a lot of people will be thinking that way. I just want to catch it and die. That's why I'm out. That'd be a great name for a fucking basketball team or a football team. Corona Pirates. You know, the other night I had a dream about the strangest dream I've ever had. It could be the tablets I'm taking. They're called dream tablets. And I dreamt that I'd got a fucking giant bat, and I was looking after a giant bat, and I can't remember if it was at the back of me or the front of me, and I was feeding it food, the giant bat, and I was back. I released it out of the window, and it shat on the washing on the line. I think it was a metaphor for something. Yeah, you'd best leave it a few months, mate. Oh, if I could remember, I tried to remember it, mate. That was the best thing. I think I've got the bat round my fucking neck like that with his arms. Like I said, I've given it all kinds of different food. Big stream of white shit all over the fucking washing. It's an English style pub, Jason. There are 4 of these in town. I've been barred from 2 of them. You know that I went to a French Chinese cuisine the other night, like a Vietnamese French Chinese cuisine, and the most popular dish was ratatouille. Yeah, 2 pubs and 4 gustos. Only one, Ed. And it was it wasn't. Are you sure it wasn't an IED, an IEB? I've got like a warehouse that's full of fucking crap and a house that's full of crap. I've got to start selling shit that's in the house. But scrap price is 13 yen now, which is about 10 pence a 20 pence a pound.
Like one of the stars of the XFL is the highest paid quarterback who's like the highest paid for the national championship. Someone who that's good. That's why he's also he didn't succeed in the NFL, but he's
And a whaler. Well, I don't know what. Remind me of that whaler part.
like arena football. There's two interesting rules. One is the extra point. It's not only the kick of the extra point. So when you score at this one, you get 6 points. That's the same. And the extra point is like, if you go from the 5-yard line, to run it or pass it, you get a point. 10-yard line, 2 points. 20-yard line, 3 points. It's not, but you think about it. When you're trailing, you've got these options like 4 down by 20.
Geek, you've got me thinking about that fucking whaler now. What? Captain Ahab, can I? Yeah, do you know when the Falklands, in the Falklands, and I forget the next island, South something, they were whaling stations. They used to bring all the fucking whales there and take all the oil out and they'll cut the blubber up. Yeah, that's it, yeah, Captain Ahab. No, this is Nagoya, Jason. South Sandwich Islands. Yeah, I don't think that was it. Sandwich Islands are in the fucking Pacific, aren't they?
So now what it is the kickoff is often at the receiving goes together. So there's less because you don't start running until very late.
I've got 4 minutes to get another drink. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a cider.
But you're reducing head injuries and stuff. It's really smart. They did all kinds of fan surveys.
No, well, I don't think it was Georgia. I don't think it was St. George, was it?
And then the thing is, you'll have people rise up and be superstars and be able to go back to the NFL.
When that war started, I was like 6 weeks into the Marines. And I fucking woke up in a sweat one night thinking that was going to be I was going to get called up. You know Disco Sharks? Have you ever heard of Disco Sharks? They never stop grooving. I like that one. Do you like that one, Ed? Disco Sharks never stop grooving. I think that's the best joke I've made up in ages. Yeah, there was a concrete. One of in the Marine sergeant. They went there and they were saying they set up a mortar base and protective. Used all the concrete from all the old fucking concrete bags from the fucking mine there. Yeah, you can contact me on here, man. I can't give me a phone number because I might change it because of problems. Because I'm a dodgy con. No, I just gave you my email address, myenzo@yahoo.com. They have some popular ciders in Tokyo, but it's 1,200 yen a pint, Jason. This is not a proper. It's not as good as one as an English one, but it is fucking cheap. It's half price. So there's this Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman, Jew, Muslim, a Sikh from India, a gay guy, and a fucking transgender, all walk into a pub, and the landlord says, "Get out, you cunts!" And that's the reality of that story. I don't know, are you serious now, geek? 1 minute you're fucking 25, next minute you're fucking older than me. I should have said you're all fucking barred. I had a friend he was from Lancashire. He's at Carder Co-ed. And so you can work today, you can take a chance and work for no money and get a share of the catch. Because if they don't catch anything, then the captain's still got to pay him. He's got to pay them. And the captain saved his life because he nearly got his fucking leg caught in the fucking rope when they were dropping the cages off. And serves the tight cunt right because they had a fucking massive catch and he just got the day rate. I wouldn't say many, but there's a few. There are pubs where there's quite a few Westerners in, yeah, without a doubt. Oh, 1985, so you're still a young'un. You could be Ed's bastard son. I think generally the Brazilians stick together, and the other Westerners and those who can speak English, they stick together. So you would often drink with the black guys, white guys, not so many Pakistanis, some Indian businessmen, but England and Americans, we all drink together. Canadians, we all drink together. No, very few speak English. But you would find them in pubs like this. The guy behind the bar now, he's fluent in English, but I think he was educated in America. is a nice lad, good lad. When I was going out with my first girlfriend, her dad was Scottish, and I went, there's an English comedian called Russ Abbott, maybe Jason knows him, and I put on a kilt and some boots, and this was my fancy dress thing. And See You Jimmy, that was one of the funniest characters that he had. You remember that, Jason? Freedom. I watched the King. I watched George the King last night, about King Henry V. Very good, with that Chalamet. It's M for mother, Y for yes, my Enzo. That's my son. ENZO at yahoo.com. And if you send me that email and the name of the company, I can like check up on them in here in Japan. I can check up on the size of the company, how many people they got working for them, and what is the value of the company. It's true, man. No, but the thing is with America is, I must admit, probably the Irish and the Welsh are the most difficult to understand, and the Geordies. But apart from that, for example, I can understand most people, but I've got a Scottish mate, and he's an educated Scottish. I saw trains spitting. And it was about some people in China, they got this disease and going around spitting on people. Yeah, no, without a doubt though, it's that when I'm with my mate, I don't fucking ask him too many times to repeat himself. So I just miss it. Some people have got to slow down, and some people have got to listen. Well, it all depends how well coordinated the. How many trucks would that normally take, Jason? So yeah, you get usually like a small dump truck. A small dump truck is like 2 ton. So you do it, but I'm guessing when that truck there, they've got to be there all day, aren't they? Because you're not going to take fucking all that tonnage at once, are you? They're going to drop off like a few ton at a time, aren't they? Geek, you better not say that to any Irish friends. Oh, you got an Irish uncle, yeah. But the funny thing is, Geek, there are parts of Norman Island in the south where they're just so fucking smooth talking. It's like listening to a fucking dream, man. They're just beautiful, beautiful accents. Maybe the strongest ones are in the north. Like I'll try to get my mate. I think he's done a bit of. He knows a bit about building. I'll ask. Jason, how far do you live from Manchester Airport? Just laughing at that. Your uncle lives in Northern Ireland. So I'm looking for a flight now into Manchester in this next 2 weeks, if I can get one cheap enough. What town do you live in, Jason? Prestwich, is that near towards... There's a small airport there. Am I thinking the wrong place? Oh, so there's a Prestwich that's in Scotland. So yours is without a T. I don't know Middleton, mate. Air France has been offering a flight for fucking 50,000, 55,000 yen, which is quite cheap, especially when the fucking pound is shit. But every time I click onto the site, it's not fucking working. This is for like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's return, yeah. But like I say, every time I fucking click on to buy it, the site's not working. I got on the other day, it was like 66,000 yen, which is also quite reasonable. But I couldn't go any further, and I've been in touch with them. Then they just send me a flight for like 140,000 yen. which is like £1,000. There were a few flights through Cathay Pacific, but very long flights, and they went through Hong Kong. The last thing I want to do is like get fucking quarantined, and like then I'd need a new fucking flight back. If a stop off in Manchester can do that, but then I've got to open a bank account for my pension. Manchester Holt's beer. Never fucking heard of that. I'm trying to think now. What's that yellow can, Jason? The smooth beer from Manchester. Boddington's, that's it. You could actually get that here at one time in Nagoya. I just thought of a joke, David. It's a chat-up line to a girl. How would you like the cream of Manchester in your face? Because I've got a widget in my can. Oh dear. What about Ed? Have you ever had the cream of Manchester in your face? In fact, that's the only good thing about America at the moment. You can get really fucking good beer from all over the place at a really good fucking price. And that's it, geek. That's it. That's what they're doing. Because they'll turn around and say, you can still get fucking dollars. You can still get a fucking burger for $1 and a fucking beer for $1, and they'll think that makes everybody fucking happy. Pissed, that's not a good idea to piss off pikeys, male or female. Well, at the moment, yeah. No, you get bad weather. It's not as bad as it used to be, though. But you never know this year. We get what gets around, what's coming around. But that's usually in June, first 2 weeks of July. Cast ember. That's him over in Welsh, yeah. I came to Japan to learn Japanese, and wanking on the top of buses is not it's not all that special, I found out. I'm coming back to when I can find a cheap flight, Jason.
I'm just saying, I was talking to the girl,
My hat is crooked, me, is it? Can't see, pal. I don't know, Jason. I've just got to get a flight. My daughter's got to buy me the flight, so yeah, I don't know, Jason. It might be just like a week. I've just got to open a bank account so my pension can be paid in. Who's this cunt monster that comes onto my fucking stream and never fucking says anything, but is just talking to you other guys? Fuck off. Courageous Burp, good band name. Jason, in your job, do you go all over the country? Or just like Northwest? All over the shop. I bet Americans don't use that phrase. Or all over the shant. That's another one, isn't it? Do you pay rent in that major city or do you own? Imagine being a fucking living in New York or on the fucking West Coast and you've got 5 kids all fucking fighting over your fucking property when you die. And then you leave it to the fucking Jose the gardener. Everybody shits in the street. Is that Deliabad? New Deliabad. There was a sad case last month of like 2 young kids getting beat to death because they shit in the street. Because they put all new toilets in now. Depends on what flight you're at, Jason. If I get Air France, stop in Paris. Some of the Chinese flights, they're fucking 35 hours. A direct flight is 12 hours, and if I stop off in Paris, it's like it's 15 hours. I do have a few dollars left. Come see, come ça. Jesus Christ, no, I'm his dad. When I was in Spain, I think it was Magaluf on holiday, I didn't realise then, like fucking Muslims, Christians call a lot of their kids Jesus. And because this was the first time I've met a guy called Jesus, so I bought him a drink. I just wondered how many British people bought this fucking guy a drink because he was called Jesus, because I could then say, I bought Jesus a drink. Alright Jason, take care mate. I'll try to find out some information for you. Just Usually in Japan, I guess most countries, it's very slow business in January. This girl's got massive boobs on. Well, I guess you're lucky it's not around your periscope. If you stand in it, it will be compacted fecal matter, which should be a job for the fecal police. Asiana, oh, I never. Maybe I should give him a call. But where did they stop off? Seoul, yeah. I once, with my judo teacher, we fucking missed the connecting flight in Seoul. Do you know why? Because the fucking Seoul cannot fucking pronounce anything. We just got to the fucking gateway. We thought we had loads of time. We just had a sandwich and a beer in the fucking lounge. And they can't fucking pronounce anything. They really can't. So we had to wait in Seoul for 2 days or get a fucking flight to Germany. So we had to fly to Germany, then go on the train from Germany to England. If anyone now, just do the cheapest flight from Nagoya to Manchester, and I bet the cheapest flight's about 90,000 yen. Can anybody tell me what English football team is called, or European team is called ATM? Is that a European team, ATM? Athletic Madrid, that's it, innit? Is that what happens when your dog shits head? It's boom, diggy, bang, boom, diggy, diggy. I once did a job for an Indian guy, and he was packing away everything. He packed away the toilet rolls, and I said, "Have you got any toilet rolls?" He goes, "No, we packed them away." And honestly, he suggested to me that I should wipe my arse with my hands. And so I gave him a look suggesting that I wasn't going to do that in a fucking 1,000 years. I thought this was going to be another song there. I just told him off with my eyes. Down the road there are several new bars, stand bars or standee bars. Just wondering whether to do one of those. Also wondering whether wonder if there's any power left in this phone, in this battery charger. Fire! Oh dear. Love knocks you down. Neo. You down. Oh, she's stacked. Ed is fucking empty, mate. There were two, and from Educated Guardian. And it's the end of the month. What day is it today? '20th. Are you talking to the wife yet, Ed? Joel Shang. Oh my god. Do I look like a fucking dog, oi? Cunt. Joel, can I take a wild guess that you're a fucking millennial? Oi, A. Have some fucking self-respect. Like Ed. See, that cunt thought he was being funny. I was drinking gin and tonics. How much does a gin and tonic cost in England now? 3 gin and tonics, 1 pint of cider. That's it. But what about you? What are you drinking? I've tried to cut it down, Joel, because of blood pressure. Beer's not good for blood pressure. I do drink it, but like I say, I try to reduce it. Where is Joel Shang from? Hello, Bubbles. Iwama's dead. I killed him. So I was thinking whether to go down the road, get a cheap beer in a stand bar, or stay in here and have a fucking pint of Guinness. Then 2 cute girls came in. It's from Shanghai. It's a good job. It's a good job that someone put in Shanghai, isn't it? It's like I'm getting tired. Anywhere near the fires, Joel, fucking those fires are really fucking scary, to say the least. I do count my blessings. I said earlier in this stream that in my life I've never I've had some shit things happen, but having your house flooded, having it broken in a landslide or a fucking earthquake or a fire. I've had a fire at the warehouse too. But not at home. No, because of the English, when they invaded all these countries, they couldn't pronounce like fucking Wan or Dun or Han. So they put a fucking G on the end of everything. So Wan became Wang, Dun became Dung, Fin became Fing, Shan became Shangan. They just never fucking gave a thought about these poor cunts that one day they might go to a foreign country and he's called fucking Tom Wang or Dick Wang. Those poor bastards. Just because the British upper class could not fucking pronounce the fucking name. Same in Ellis Island when when everyone came over from fucking the east or Russia. We can't call you that, we've got to make it fucking simple. Thanks, Joel. It's very cheap, I think. I think it was 1,000 yen. I am blessed. Trying to look at these two girls' bums. There you go. Blessed by never having been set on fire. Oh, nice one. Nothing clever about that. There was nothing to see. Two girls with two big coats on. No, but I've looked with my own eyes, yeah. I've not used a camera, that's fucking, you're asking for trouble there. But I have taken a few paces back, just. And I did that in front of my niece. And she said, have you stopped here to look at that girl's skirt? I said, yep. There was this guy in the hub near Nagoya Station, and he just used to ask people, what did you think of my English? And it was obvious he could speak English. And so I just said, shut up, you cunt. And that's all he wanted, to tell him how good his English was. Oh my god, this is the fucking, that guy there, he works here, I don't know if he's a manager, but he comes in and he's usually dressed like a cunt. It's no different tonight. He was in here last week with a fucking stupid fucking hat on and a cummerbund, like a. He was in here with a fucking. In Japan, when you get old, you have like a belt you can put around your stomach to support your back. He was a young man wearing one of these. Have I missed the toilet? Yeah, about 5 times in my life, I think. There would be no fight. If you put in $50, I'll go and fight him. I'll go and slap him. Well, these two guys, they've moved from over there, and they've moved in on these two fucking girls, and I think he's giving them some fucking sales. Well, put $50 in, I'll do it. So these girls, they come in for a quiet drink, and one of them was looking really pissed off at the moment. And one of them is drinking coronavirus. She's absolutely gorgeous. Put $50 in, I'll do it. Joel, you're just a typical Asian Australian, you've got no fucking balls. My daughter was selling Valentine chocolates, and the next day they took them all back so she didn't get to Joel Shang. Are you serious? It's not your name and you're fucking misappropriating fucking the Chinese name. There's nothing worse than a misappropriation cunt. Well, where does Shang come from? Asian thing, they just take on a fucking Joel that is sounding like non-Asian. Where's Mystic? Cheers, man. Joel put some money in the fucking machine. Super chat, something like that. Am I a Jew? No. I wish I was. I'd have relatives that got some fucking money. Or my dad would have left me money. Here's the conundrum. Go down the street and get a 500 beer or get a fucking 900 yen fucking Guinness. I'm in the hub. A few years ago, this cunt, I bought a drink and he was sat there on a chair. He was sat there on a chair, bought me a drink, and then I came back from the toilet and he was fucking slagging me off. So I walked over to him, we went and sat down and walked over and I dragged him through the fucking pub. And he was a millennial, one of the first millennials. It's because I am tired, Mystic Music. It's been a long day. I don't know what roof it means, mate. Does that mean someone put something in my drink? No, but I was in New Zealand and America, and someone put it in food. Meちゃん。Joel, you're a bit of a fucking knobhead. When two girls are coming in their perfume, I can smell their perfume from here. Looks like a Mariah Carey.